and for our mindfulness meditation together. As always, let me invite you just to be still. Let your eyes close, your mind remain awake. Let your body breathe all by itself. With your lips together, breathing in and out through your nose, your stomach area rising and falling gently as your body finds its own natural relaxation breath rhythm. In your stillness with your breath, with your eyes closed and your mind awake, you are resting. In mindfulness meditation, we use the mind as a powerful tool. We deliberately choose to fill the mind with useful thoughts, thoughts that enhance, strengthen, and deliberately take us down the route of personal evolution, conscious, deliberate movement into healthy, happy existence. In this mindfulness meditation, we're going to explore the fourth state of being on the pathway of conscious personal evolution. And the fourth state of being is resistance. On the conscious pathway, when you are deliberately and consciously putting a mixture of positive and neutral thoughts into your mind, deliberately eating foods that you know are good for you, deliberately avoiding foods that you know that are not good for you, breaking old patterns, doing something new, consciously consulting your higher self and following the actions appropriately, guided by your higher wisdom. As you engage in this conscious movement of conscious and deliberate personal evolution, there will be times when your subconscious mind will decide to throw some often perhaps very negative thoughts into your conscious mind. And it won't ask your permission. It won't wait for a convenient moment. It'll just do it whenever it chooses to. And you will find that your mind is filled with these negative thoughts all of a sudden. In a heightened state of awareness, a mindfulness state, you can catch these thoughts with your awareness. You can hear them coming in. And you consciously feel them in your heart and in your stomach area, your core. And the feelings in your core and in your heart will be uncomfortable because negative thoughts create uncomfortable emotion in the body, as you know. So you could be going through a perfectly okay day, feeling perfectly okay, feeling happy even, feeling well and happy, content. And then all of a sudden, as I'm sure you've experienced more than once, a whole host of negative thoughts enter the mind. You start thinking them and feeling them. And this is your subconscious mind resisting your attempts to consciously evolve into a happier, healthier person. Now, it's not doing this to harm you or to hurt you. It's doing it because it loves you. It's throwing more fuel onto the fire. It's giving you these negative thoughts consciously so that you can change them, get rid of them, alter them, dilute them, convert them from negative to neutral, and if you so choose, from neutral into positive. This is what your subconscious mind wants you to do. So it throws up negative thoughts for you to change so that you can evolve even further. Often these moments when Your subconscious mind throws these thoughts into your conscious mind. It's at a time when perhaps you're doing something that triggers the subconscious mind. Maybe an activity that you've done before, or an activity that reminds you of something, of a story, yet unchallenged, yet unchanged in your mind. You can always tell if it's a negative story come up to be converted, because you will recognize it. It will probably have come up many times before. And in the state of resistance, the key is to relax, to not resist, to allow the process to happen. Let the feelings be in your body, let the thoughts be in your conscious mind, and relax. The next thing to do is to simply insist, almost belligerently. Insist that your intention to convert these thoughts, to not be dominated by these thoughts, actually takes place. So it's an act of insistence, an act of assertive belligerence, if you like. And then the conversion can take place. You're relaxed, you're focused, you're determined, you're insisting that you're going to resolve these thoughts and change them. And then there are now two skills that you can bring to bear. The simplest of the two, perhaps, is simply notice the wording of the negative thoughts, create another thought consciously and deliberately that contradicts and is the polar opposite of the negative thought, and just simply place it into your mind as a mantra, allowing it to repeat itself over and over again gently in the background of your awareness. An example of that simply would be the thought "I am not good enough" would simply become "I am always more than good enough," or wording of your own choice. You simply create an opposing thought that sends the opposite message of the negative thought. You hold it in your mind and let it have presence. Let the new thought have presence. Just let it spend time in your mind. Allow it to become coherent so that you can feel the meaning of the thought. This is the first of the two actions that you can engage in as your subconscious mind throws negative thoughts into your conscious mind. The second pathway or second response from you could be, if you so choose, to actually go on a thought journey of exploration to identify the lack of validity, the lack of reality, the lack of accuracy of the negative thought itself. You can actually explore and undermine the validity of the negative thought. For example, again, "I am not good enough." Well, the fact is, if you are alive right now, which of course you are, then that must mean that you are so powerful, so strong, so wise, powerful enough, strong enough, and wise enough to live, or to have lived, your entire life to this point right now, successfully rising and conquering every challenge that has come up. And as you cast your mind back over your life, you can remember easily many, many times when you have had a difficulty, experienced a challenge, you've risen to the solution, you've found a solution somehow, maybe learned new skills, maybe learned a new philosophy, learned a new way of being. You've changed and adapted yourself in order to survive and to thrive as best as you can. This must be the truth of you. because you are alive right now. You are living proof of your strength, your wisdom, your knowledge, your capability, your adaptability, your ability to adopt new ideas, new ways of being, your ability to change and grow. You are living proof. So therefore, you are living proof that you are good enough. So a thought journey like this can undermine the power and dissolve and mitigate and destroy even the power of the negative thought. It loses its validity in your mind, in your understanding. And now the thought, well, do you know what? I am actually good enough. I am actually very strong. I am actually very capable. In reality, I already am. And I have been for a very long time, perhaps. Depends how old you are. So these new thoughts now take the place of the old. And as you think things through, consciously and deliberately, your subconscious mind will give up on those old negative thoughts in the light of these new thoughts. And slowly over time, the old negative thoughts in your subconscious mind will literally dissolve away. They will disappear. They will no longer be there. And through your relaxed insistence on your intention of health and happiness, will slowly, and possibly even sometimes very quickly indeed, almost instantly sometimes, maybe even instantly, convert your negative thoughts into positive, and your subconscious mind eventually will be filled with a mixture of neutral and positive thoughts which automatically flow from you into your mind, into your actions, into your emotions, and you become a healthy, happy person, effortlessly flowing through the journey of life with all its busyness, all its lessons for learning. And this in the Christian world is described as the state of grace. If you think of a ballerina gracefully dancing on stage, they look effortless, almost like they're floating. And in this way, we can live with grace. We can live gracefully. Just changing one thought at a time as they come up, calmly, relaxed, with insistence, always insisting that health and happiness is the direction that you are moving in. And in this way, you are consciously journeying on the pathway of self-evolution towards perfect health and happiness. And as we arrive, very gently, at the end of our mindfulness meditation, let me invite you to notice the light coming in through your eyelids, the feeling of your body weight resting, solid ground underneath your feet. And when you're ready, simply open your eyes and notice how good you feel.